What it do with y'all boys YouTube? It's your boy Stacks Reaction. In today's video, we about to react to Lonzo and Lamelo Ball comparison for their rookie season. I think Lonzo is probably in year 2 or 3, something like that. He in year 2. So yeah, we about to go ahead and get into this, man. We're gonna see who's the better rookie. I think Lamelo is the better rookie already, bro. I'm sorry to tell y'all, but you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get into this here. See what they got to say.
Lonzo Ball started his NBA career in a summer league game against the Los Angeles Clippers, a game that to this date is one of the most watched and anticipated summer league games we've ever seen.
Bro, Lonzo with the hair was different, bro.
Lonzo Ball would show the world why the Lakers took him with the second overall pick. He would get the ball at the perimeter and spotted a cutting Brandon Ingram and threw a perfect lob to give the Lakers the early lead. This was a moment I think a lot of Lakers fans remember vividly. Brandon Ingram was the second overall pick in the draft the year prior, and after a disappointing rookie season, Lakers fans were expecting a big jump. Getting on the board early in this game, a game in which he looked incredible, dropping 26 points before leaving with a minor injury from the guy that they just went all in on, was huge for the hope.
Yes, bro. He came back strong.
The team had just traded away D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015, a great guard due to the arrival of Lonzo Ball. I'm not sure I'll ever forget that moment. Now, Lonzo wouldn't have a great game, scoring 5 points on 2 for 15 from the field. The emotions of Lakers fans
terrible shooter. He had to change his jump shot, bro.
Then they ended. Now, he would go on to have 36 points in a performance 2 games later and would lead LA to a summer league title, taking home MVP, averaging 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists a game.
Yes, sir.
Lamelo's NBA debut would come in a preseason game against the Toronto Raptors. With no summer league this year, it was our first chance.
Man, I wish they could have played summer league, bro.
It would be just weeks away from the beginning of the NBA season. What's so crazy about this game is that it was possibly the most highly anticipated Charlotte game in that team's history. Lamelo's been in the spotlight since he was an 8th grader, dominating high school basketball.
Yes, he have, bro. Y'all know it's crazy, bro. It seems like Lamelo was just at high school like yesterday, bro. Like, it's crazy how fast time fly by. Now this man, like, what is he, 19 or 20 in the NBA now? That's crazy.
In that team's history, Lamelo's been in the spotlight since he was the age of an 8th grader, dominating high school basketball with his brothers. A season where he would actually win the national title. He has and is one of the most well-known basketball players on this planet. I can almost guarantee you that more people have heard of Lamelo Ball than Damian Lillard.
Yep,
somehow the Hornets got him with the 3rd pick, and man, did everyone have their eyes peeled for his debut. Not only because of who he is, but for many, this was their first time seeing him in a real game. For the most part, everyone's experience of Lamelo has come from highlights, whether that was in high school or overseas. Now,
Lamelo's a bucket, bro. I don't care what y'all say.
And uncut. Oh, and it's his NBA debut. On the surface, it wasn't a great game. You'd go 0 for 5 from the field and turn the ball over 4 times.
But yeah, 10
for
rebounds.
A game like this, I really think all anyone was looking for was potential, and man, did he show it. The 6'8" point guard would go out and grab a team-high 10 rebounds in 16 minutes, and despite the turnovers, the gifted passing was on full display. In his first game, he already
just got to get, listen, bro, Lamelo just got to get stronger, bro. You know what I'm saying? The way he was turning the ball over, man, he was running into them other players, and the other players would bump him, and he just fall down, bro, completely. If he gets stronger, bro, and, you know, change his jump shot, he don't even got to change his jump shot. If his jump shot is consistent, bro, the NBA is up for something for real. Like, everybody in trouble. 6'8" point guard that can shoot, that's strong, finish at the basket, decent defense. That's all he needs.
In 16 minutes, and despite the turnovers,
his passing is already insane.
On full display.
Elite passer, bro.
He already had a highlight heard around the world.
Ball. Number 9.
Oh my God, bro, that was beautiful. He was looking straight ahead. He didn't even look his way, bro. He knew it was coming.
That's a little flare. Look at that pass right on.
And the thing is, bro, the other players on the team is good because they finishing these passes, bro. That's crazy. Like, half of the time they finishing these passes, bro. So most people just looking at Lamelo's great passing, but not looking at how many times, like, Miles Bridges is finishing these passes, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, yes. Wow, that's a little flare. Look at that pass right on the money in stride.
I started this video off by comparing their first NBA appearance, but for the rest of the video,
maybe Lonzo
I
had the
want to
better
compare their
NBA appearance.
frame, their skills / performance, which is obviously tough, because for Lonzo, we have a sample size of a whole rookie season. For Lamelo, we just have a couple preseason games, and their situation. Now, comparing their frame is actually pretty interesting, as it's a huge part of why they've been able to get to where they are. Yes, their skills are exciting, but it's those skills at these oversized frames that have gotten them selected at the top of their respective drafts. Coming out of high school, this was probably the most talked about thing when it comes to Lonzo Ball.
His jump
actually,
shot.
except for his crazy jump shot form. When it came time for the NBA draft, his height really helped his case for being a top pick. Regardless of his height, he had a great case. He just averaged 15 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, shooting 55% from the field and 41% from 3. He came in as a freshman and was the best passer in the country, leading UCLA to the top offense. You add in the fact that he's 6'6" to that equation, and he becomes a consensus top 3 pick. What's interesting about LaMelo's height is when he first jumped onto the national stage, no one knew how tall he would be. Everyone knew he would be tall due to his parents, brothers, and the height he already was. We just didn't know if it was going to be around 6'3", pretty average size for the point guard position, or closer to his brother.
That's what I thought too. He's taller than him.
He actually became the tallest member of the family, and I really don't think many saw that coming. LaMelo right now is currently listed by the Charlotte Hornets at 6'8". Now, some think he might actually be taller than that, but personally, I don't think that's the case. Now, this is what has everyone excited to see what he can do. He's a true point guard in a frame. We've only seen a couple players.
That man is 2 more inches from being 7 foot, bro. Do y'all really understand what the fuck he just said, bro? This man is 6'8", bro. I'm 6'4". That is crazy. He is tall as shit, dog.
Pretty average size for the point guard position, or closer to his brother's height. Funny enough, he actually became the tallest member of the family, and I really don't think many saw that coming. LaMelo right now is currently listed by the Charlotte Hornets at 6'8". Now, some think he might actually be taller than that, but personally, I don't think that's the case. Now, this is what has everyone excited to see what he can do. He's a true point guard in a frame. We've only seen a couple players ever play this position at. Up until recently, this was almost unheard of, with the exception of Magic Johnson, and would have been gaining much more attention leading up to the draft if it wasn't for this becoming a slightly more normal thing over the past few years, with players like Ben Simmons, Luka Doncic, and LeBron James. Ultimately, I think his height is going to be huge for LaMelo. It puts almost no ceiling on his potential and should help him with some of the more concerning parts of his game. Next up, we've got their skills, and this is the main thing everyone wants to compare for obvious reasons. In a lot of ways, they're very similar, which makes sense because they're brothers, but in a lot of ways, they are different. These two are so interesting to compare because we've never seen two brothers playing at this high of a level. Yes, we've seen brothers in the league, such as the Currys and the Holidays, but we're talking about two brothers that went in the top 3 of separate drafts. Absolutely insane. Their passing is the main thing they relate on, as despite LaMelo just getting to the league, they are both some of the best passers right now. In this one, we're not really comparing to Lonzo's rookie year specifically.
Oh my God.
He came in, and there just wasn't that much room to grow, in my opinion, in that department. While there's a lot of great passers in terms of finding the open man cutting or making a great entry pass, the Ball brothers go way beyond that. They're some of the best long-range passers in the league and love pushing the ball up the court regardless if that pass will show up in the box score, something some of these stat sheet stuffers struggle with. Now, they do have slightly different styles. LaMelo tends to go for the bounce pass in a lot of circumstances, while Lonzo a lot of times looks the best throwing through the air. The scoring is probably where they differ the most. If I were comparing the players right now, it would be slightly different, but man, Lonzo's rookie year was ugly in terms of scoring. He averaged 10 points, shooting 36% from the field and 30% from
that ain't
three.
horrible,
the college
bro.
game came easy to Lonzo. There wasn't much shot creation needed in his time at UCLA. That changed in the NBA, and tougher defenses made it hard for him to do really anything he was used to. His unique shot form made clean looks beyond the perimeter a rarity. He's a great athlete, but had a really hard time creating for himself, and it was ugly when he had to deal with any type of adversity at the rim. LaMelo is much different. Lonzo grew up as a passer and tried to become a scorer. LaMelo grew up as a scorer, and over the past few seasons has unleashed his passing ability.
Yes, that's true.
LaMelo's handles and ability to create for himself is almost uncomparable to Lonzo. LaMelo shines the most as a scorer with the ball in his hands, creating for himself with his handle. His skill set at the rim is what makes me really confident in LaMelo being a better scorer, possibly off the bat. He's got a great floater game and a lot of ways to finish in traffic at the basket. A skill set Lonzo just doesn't have to this day.
He's better, bro.
He's also much better at creating contact and making shots at the line, something Lonzo just can't do, period. Now, with all that said, I don't think it's just a given that Lamelo is some super efficient high-volume scorer. In fact, I think he's going to be pretty inefficient to start things off. But all the tools are there, and when comparing their skills, it's a no contest. Now, defense is interesting to look at, mainly due to the fact that it's been the most surprising part of Lonzo's game. It's pretty crazy that it was actually a criticism of Lonzo coming into the draft. And as a rookie, he came out there and was actually one of the better perimeter defenders in the whole league. Again, this is a part of LaMelo's game that people are concerned about, but I'm really not at all. First off, he's 6'8", so it's going to be hard to be terrible at the point guard position. The main concern on that end for him is effort, but seeing how much he's improved as a playmaker, I think he's got a real shot at surprising on that end, similar to what we saw with his brother. Now, their situations as rookies is much, much different. Lonzo went to an extremely young team, a team that had the second overall pick the past 3 seasons. He came in with the keys to the offense. They made that clear early when they traded away D'Angelo Russell. He went out there and was given 34 minutes a game basically right off the bat. LaMelo is going to a much different scenario. Yes, he's going to a team that is also pretty bad, but I wouldn't expect 34 minutes a game. People get angry when I say this, but LaMelo is not going to start at the beginning of the season and probably won't have the most minutes at his position, but it's true. They've got Terry Rozier, who got 34 minutes a game last season and played pretty well. He averaged 18 points and 4 assists as a 41% three-point
LaMelo got to work. He got to earn his stripes, bro.
Graham, who got 35 minutes a game and at one point was the favorite to win Most Improved. He averaged 18 points and 8 assists, shooting 37% from 3. So to assume they're just going to hand this team to LaMelo just because he was their top pick is a little ridiculous. Now, with that said, I still think we're going to see a ton of LaMelo this year, and I actually like this scenario much better than Lonzo's. He's actually got a good blend of both veteran and young talent. Overall, I'm excited to see what both these guys do this year, but I think it's safe to say Lonzo didn't meet expectations as a rookie, and I have a strong feeling that's not going to be the case with LaMelo. But that's the video, guys. You guys give me your thoughts in the comments below.
I think LaMelo's going to have I think he's going to have a better season than Lonzo this season, bro, as a rookie. And Lonzo's, this is his second year, bro. Or is it his second year or third year, bro? I do not know. I'm sorry. I forgot when he got drafted. But I really believe that LaMelo going to have a better season. Better playmaker, better shooter, might not be a better defender. I don't know about rebounding or whatever, but you know, this game is similar to passing and everything. LaMelo, to me, he's a better passer. He's an elite passer. Both of them elite passers. But I don't know. To me, bro, I get more excited just watching LaMelo. I don't know why, just his flashiness, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he playing now, he's playing like himself in the NBA, bro, amongst pros and shit, bro. And that's crazy. Like he been doing this shit for a long time. So that's why I think he's going to develop quicker to the NBA than Lonzo did, because Lonzo came straight from UCLA playing against college people. He had to change his whole game up, you know what I'm saying? And now you got LaMelo. He already been playing against pros, so he used to it. He ready for whatever, bro. You feel me? So he going to adjust. I think he just going to adjust quick. It's going to take him a little while, but, you know, once he really just find himself and, you know, just gravitate onto whatever, like what's going on in the league, bro, he going to be good, bro, for sure. But I pray they both have a good season, man. You know I love the Ball brothers, bro. I love all the stuff about the Ball brothers, LeVar, all of them, bro. It's all love. Listen, man, if y'all new to the channel, though, like, comment, subscribe, and your boy Stacks is out.